What's up, y'all? Today we're going to be reacting to the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts game. I gave my initial thoughts about it on my TikTok. If you guys want to go see that, go check out the TikTok. I'm going to have the username in the bio if you guys want to go check that out. But right now I'm going to be reacting to the highlights. I said this in my TikTok that I was busy on Sunday. I play football, for those of you guys who do not know. And we have a light practice. We have meetings at 1 on Sunday, and we have like a little light practice at 3. So I could not watch this game. I watched a little bit of the highlights beforehand. So there's gonna be some things on here that I'm gonna talk about that I already looked at beforehand. But also I looked at the stats, and the stats in my initial reaction is what I use to tell the story. But this is gonna be fully on just actual gameplay, right? So I just wanted to give that disclaimer out first that I've seen about half of this. Everything else after that's gonna be like first reaction. But there are some things that I noticed quickly early on that will factor into some of the points that I make later on. But yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, like and subscribe. A video on the Dolphins will come out every week, regardless. I'm hoping sometimes it's not just reacting to highlights, but during the season we got to make it work. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm just gonna get started. Yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, nothing crazy there. Looks like we're in man, and it was just like a little RPO thing, but little motion, so that made sense. Yeah, I heard a lot about. Okay, rolls out. Big hit. So something I've noticed early on here was our tackling. Our tackling is what I noticed was an issue to start off with, and I can't wait for a couple clips that come up where I say, hey, this was our issue. Offensively, obviously, was Tua stuff, but I'll do a little bit more talking about that when it comes time for Tua's part to come up. But yeah, so here, easy run. So one thing I wanted to say was Devon, right, Achan, we didn't run the ball with him as much as I wanted us to, and I really wish that we did, because I thought the run game would have worked. I know we were kind of in a hole early, right? We were down 3-0, and then Tua throws the pick. I believe they scored a touchdown off of that, so then it's 10-0, and then the next drive after that, Tua fumbles, so then we were 17-0. But I do think the run game would have still been there, rather than forcing the pass so much. I think at least to finish out the half, and again, I haven't seen that far, so maybe that's what we did. But the stats don't indicate that. The stats indicate that we ran the ball, I think 5 times by the first half came around, because I checked the stats in between my meeting and my game. Achan had 5 rushing attempts by half, and he had 9 at the end of the game. So he only had 4 after that, and he probably only had like another 2 or 3, maybe another 2 or 3 after the turnovers. But I do think if we stuck with it a little bit, we could have maybe scored we maybe could have had our first score early on when we really needed it, rather than trying to pass it when they know we want to pass it. But yeah, that's something I wanted to say, because it's something that I thought watching this game, the highlights at least, that we were running the ball. When we were running the ball, we ran the ball decently. Okay. But yeah. So I think this is the interception here. It's just why? Why are we doing that? Why are we... Okay, so first thing I notice off here is... The first thing I notice is by the time Tua is ready to throw this ball, right? Off of here when I'm looking at it, right? Oh, let me turn my closed captioning off. When I look at it here, right? Boom. Only takes a couple step drop, something like that, which is weird. He takes 1 step. Cool. Right? I don't know, 3rd and 8. Okay, I guess he's trying to throw it to the sticks. But at that point we're in field goal range. Why not just dump it down? There's the guy right here. I wish I wish he would have just dumped it down there. Obviously I wish for a lot of things, but yeah, rather than forcing that throw that's already high, yeah, just not too tight of a window for 3rd and 8 when we're when we're in field goal range, in my opinion. That's a check down any time. But okay. So this is something else I noticed was we were giving Daniel Jones a check down a lot. So boom, like we can't make the tackle there. We make the tackle there, it's a fourth down. They're probably punting it, but that's something I noticed as well. Is we're giving a lot of the short stuff up, which I feel like is what we should have tried to stop. Right, Daniel Jones. We weren't expecting him to go out there and chuck the ball a whole bunch. I wish we played more down coverage, stuff in the flats, or just man and make Daniel Jones make the perfect throw. Well, I guess I don't know about man because they're corners, but you get the point. That was just something that I really wish we emphasized more, at least passing wise. Here we don't even. Oh my God, no way that's. So we don't cover JT. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys saw that. Okay, I'm going back. If you look at this play, right? If you look at this play, right? So here we start off, 8 seconds left on the play clock. When it hits 7, and the next time, the next thing you'll see is a snap. It's already been snapped. We have a corner, we have a corner. We have a corner at the numbers when JT's in the numbers in the hash, or in between the numbers and the sideline. We have a corner on the numbers, 12 yards back almost. Not even covering Jonathan Taylor. And I assume that we're supposed to have a flat defender run out there, but I don't think we ever get that. We get it, but he stays. It's kind of hard to see. Right, it's kind of hard to see, but he stays too tight to these guys, and we leave Jonathan Taylor wide open, and we don't make the tackle when we should have made it. Wow. Okay. All right. I guess. I don't know what we're doing there, but all right. I'm already regretting this. This was I could not have sat through this whole game. Wow. Okay, man coverage. Okay, good sack, and I believe it was a hold, so I think it ended up being okay for us anyway, which is good. Okay. My God, that was a touchdown. Yeah. So this was the one this is the touchdown I saw where it actually wasn't even what I thought it was. I thought it would have been like a switch release touchdown, but no, it actually wasn't. It was just zone, and he found the hole open in the zone right there in the hole shot, which is okay. I don't know why we didn't have a guy carrying that, but okay. So here, another run where we get good yardage on it, which is, again, why I thought we should have stuck with the run game. I believe this was the second possession of the game because there's the fumble, right? But I would say, like, hold on to the ball, Tua, right? Bro's holding it in one hand. He doesn't have it tucked, and he knows the blitz is coming, I'm pretty sure, because that's what he was reacting to, but okay. Yep, what I was worried about, corners getting cooked. I'm pretty sure Adonai Mitchell was a great route runner, so, that's unfortunate. There's one play that I'm waiting for, honestly. Good catch, actually. There's one play I'm waiting for that I saw that I noticed it. I can't believe that our QB didn't, but okay. Right here. He doesn't see the blitz at all and just gets rocked. Jeez. Again, I'm not in their offense, obviously, so I don't know what they're doing, but I feel like that would have been at least something to check out for. Hey, if you move this guy over, check the blitz, make sure that there isn't a guy blitzing, because that ended up being the weak side of the formation, I think, after the motion. So, or not, it became, but there was no one else on that side, I think. So I feel like that should have been a point of emphasis on that play, but whatever. Okay, spacing concept. Oh my God, and we jump on 3rd and 10. We jump, and they get the first down anyway, so it doesn't matter. Wow. Okay. Bring the blitz. Don't get there in time. Great catch by Warren. But jeez. How we don't break that up is crazy to me. Why are we calling that play? All right. I mean, hold on. So it's 4th and 1. Why do you shift back into the middle of the field? This dude right here. Why does he get why does I understand it's supposed to be a disguise like cover one, not cover one, but disguise man coverage it looks like. Cuz this guy ends up blitzing. But then it leads it where this guy, the safety that's currently moving away from the slot receiver, is running an out route away from him at 2 yards. So I just don't like. What are we doing? We don't want to keep him overshadowed. Or worst case scenario, you bring the safety down. Maybe you bring the safety down to make it look like he's blitzing, but then all you do is you switch who's blitzing. You have him drop and play man, and the nickelback blitzes, or I don't know. I don't like the design of that play because, like, what are we doing? Jesus, what are we doing? Oh my God, what? I hadn't even seen that one. Okay, so 3rd and 3, it's zone, off rip. Can't tell, but I see. I mean, this looks like cover 2 almost. Okay, we got him who's not open. We have him who's open right now. If you hit it, but I'm talking about this guy right here. If you hit it right now, that's open, but he's not open, or he's not open. He doesn't get the ball thrown to him. Okay, cool. He still looks like he's relatively open off of this angle, but I feel like there's definitely someone lurking behind him who's waiting to hit him. But he's not even looking at 82. I mean, you could have made that throw to 82. This guy right here. There's enough space here to have done something. And instead we throw it to the guy who already has 2 other people by him. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing here, Tua? Wow. I didn't know it was that bad. It was right in his hands, too. Like, jeez. Wow, bro. I can't believe that. What's still an all to me... Oh. And there we go. Great throw by Daniel Jones, but jeez. This game was just a mess all around. Oh, well, we had 3 or 4 Dolphins drives and 3 Tua turnovers, something like that, to start off the game. That's horrible. We can't be doing stuff like that. Okay, there you go. I don't even know what to say, actually. There you go, kept with the run game. I mean, we ran the ball good, but at this point, at this time, what? It was 6 minutes left in the third at that point. We down 23, we just can't run the ball anymore. What do we do here on 4th and 6? We throw the worst thing you can throw on 4th and 6. Oh my gosh, and that was another stat that I saw earlier. That Daniel Jones scored on every possession. We couldn't force Daniel Jones. We couldn't force Daniel Jones into 1 punt? Are you serious? I haven't felt this badly about a season opener since we played the Ravens. This was like Lamar's 2nd or his 3rd year, I forget. But we played the Ravens, and leading up to that game, you don't got to worry about Lamar. He can't throw. Just stop the run. You don't got to worry about Lamar. He can't throw. Just stop the run. And Lamar goes in there, and he chucked the ball all over us. He threw great passes to the sideline, great passes in the middle of the field, deep passes, short passes, intermediate throws, tight windows. He was just making throws regardless. And that game made me realize he was legit. But I haven't felt that badly since watching that game. And we got beat like 40-0. So just a horrible game here. And this game wasn't even that bad, 33-8. But knowing that we lost by 20-something points, again, tight window throw, but he makes it this time. But something about losing by 20-something points to the Colts is just, it's actually, I don't want to say sickening, but it's actually like nauseating. Like what? Wow, that's ridiculous. I'm just watching the rest of these highlights. I don't. And there's a touchdown? I mean, finally. Oh, never mind. I don't know how we didn't get absolutely blitzed on this play. But okay, oh, we did. There you go. Wow, we got lucky. Oh, we got so lucky. We did not earn. Well, I guess he earned that touchdown, but that's not a touchdown we should have had. What a horrible game. And we're just and we're still just getting cooked. Wow. Is this almost done? I can't keep. This was horrible. This was way worse. This was way worse than I thought. It was just bad play all around. I'm almost happy I missed this game. 3rd and 10. Oh, there's no two-way here, Zach Wilson. First down, cool. Jeez, just what a horrible start to the season, and that's the thing. Thoughts after? Horrible. I don't know what else to say. That was by far, like, we had some bad games last year. This reminds me, you know what? This reminds me almost about the Colts game that we played last year, where offensively we couldn't do anything, right? And in the same way that it reminds me, it infuriates me because that game went by so much differently than how this game went about. Last game, we had no Tua, so we just couldn't get any offense going, right? We couldn't get anything going, but our defense held us in there. And it wasn't like, again, they were forcing turnovers or anything like that. They were just making stops, tackles, and things like that, right? So to see this Colts team offensively, who hasn't really done much, yeah, they got Tyler Warren with a top pick, but he didn't play like Brock Bowers in this game, right? So to have Tyler Warren to be like the big offensive addition, right? The starting quarterback last year is not the backup, right? But it wasn't like their starter this year, being Daniel Jones, was that good either. So to see us let up this many points against a team that was relatively the same as last year, right? And in the same way last year, our offense struggled because we couldn't do anything offensively. This game was a mixture of not being able to do anything offensively, but also just picks and fumbles. All obviously, yes, all turnovers can be prevented, but I know there are some interceptions where it's like, okay, you gotta, at 3rd and 15, you gotta throw it 15 yards, and they know you're gonna throw it 15 yards, or like tip balls and whatnot. But he way overthrew Tyreek Hill, 100%. When there was a check down, there was 3 checkdowns on that play actually, but there was a check down right in front of him, and I know they put those checkdowns down there because they were in field goal range, right? So to have the checkdowns right there, right in front of your face, you don't take it, throw the pick instead of getting 3 points, crazy. The fumble easily could have been prevented if he saw the blitz, he moved up because of the blitz, but holds onto the ball with away from his body and not tucked in. Insane to me, right? God, this isn't Lamar Jackson who's shifty enough to do this, or Josh Allen who is strong enough to do something like this. It's not, and he's holding the ball like he is. Don't like that, obviously. The other interception, I don't know if you guys, that was horrible. I could have thrown to other people or could have just thrown it away, but whatever. And just defensively, I don't know what we were doing. Some of our assignments, right? I talked about leaving Jonathan Taylor wide open. Sure, it's 2nd and 9, but leaving him wide open with room to work. A guy that good. This isn't, I don't know, I guess insert bad running back here, but this isn't one of those guys. This is one of the top running backs in the league. You give him space to work with. He's gonna break a tackle, if not make someone miss, and that's what he did. I think on that play, he did both of those things on that play, right? Obviously, the 4th and 1, having the safety in the middle of the field, 15 yards away, having a guard a 2-yard out route, insane to me. I don't know why he's that far, but this game was bad. This game was actually so bad. I'm speechless almost. I feel like I'm reiterating the same things. So I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys like this video and like this type of content, like, comment, subscribe. Trust me, I see all those things, and those things do help. But yeah, I mean that's all I got. I would say I want to look forward to next week, but I don't remember off the top of my head who we play, but I know they got to be better than the Colts, and we lost the Colts like this, so I'm not that excited for next game, but I will tune in if I can. But yeah, that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, peace out.